twin flame and Christianity is the same thing. Yes, you heard me right. The prophecy pointed to twin flame, but they were in symbols. You heard me right. You just heard me right. Stay tuned. Leave your comments, like the video, hit the bell button that whatever I drop a new video you get notified as I explain this mystery. Yes, the story of twin flame, it sounds new, but it's not new, it's something odd. It's just like the way it was back then when the Israelites were waiting for the Messiah. The expectation was different because it was too physical. The Messiah means the king. They expected someone who's going to be a fighter, a warrior. But no. Someone who came, he was a peacemaker. When John was baptizing, he was baptizing them with water. And he was prophesying something to say, someone is going to baptize you with fire and the Spirit. In Acts chapter 2, Jesus told them to say, go in Jerusalem, gather together, so that as you heard John was baptizing and saying the one who is coming is going to baptize you with the Holy Spirit and water, go and gather so that that may be fulfilled. And that day they were baptized and they became crazy because they began to see things. They were speaking in tongues. Yes. And that's awakening. Now, that was just a tip. Where a lot of stories is making sense is in Revelation. John the Revelator was given the chance to see the future. So he started talking about the opening of the seals. So as you know, even if you've seen something in a dream and the thing you've seen, you've never seen them, you find the language that can make people understand. The seals that John the Revelator saw was pointing to the opening of chakras, the energy points. When I say energy or spirit, I'm talking about the same thing. So John is saying, and he saw, they said, before the earth is destroyed, before the earth is destroyed, the message was sent to the four corners of the earth to tell the angels to hold until they seal those people. Now, before sealing, there was a message that passed, the opening of seals. I want you to understand that Christo is not a person, it's a title. It's something that you achieve as a spiritual person. It's the awakening. Where the name Christian came from is in Antioch. When they gathered, the stories in Act, and then those who were following teachings of Jesus. After the death of Jesus, there was a certain group that was formed, and they were running from people, from the group of Judaism, who were eager to destroy the message of Jesus. So they were running, and they gathered in Antioch, and then they said, the Christians are gathered in Antioch. So the word Christ doesn't say Jesus. The word Christ is the title they gave to Jesus. So when you ascend, you rise in spiritualism, you reach at a point of Christ. I hope that one is making sense. You're going to do the research on Christ its own, or Christ to its own. It's a stream frame. So when you ascend up, this is when now the awakening starts. Now you cannot just be awakened. The processes has to happen. Your body has to be cleaned. You have to be healed, because whenever the spirit, the energy of God is working, it has to wash away the things that are not serving the purpose of God. And that's what has happened to you if you've gone through awakening. That's why if you are experiencing pain from the lower back, from the spinal cord, or along up to the edge is bending, when you're born, you inherited the behaviors, the character, the DNA of your forefathers, generation cases. And the generation case is the wrong directed energy. They directed that energy into anger, into revenge, and forgiveness, worries, depression. You can name them, and you inherited them. You inherited even fear, distrust. You don't trust life. Now the awakening has come in, the Kundalini, the serpent, the movement of sexual energy into your spinal, into the brain, to the pineal gland, to open the third eye, so that you start having intuitions. All these processes are in the Bible. Now they are not explained like the way it's explained now. Now one time Jesus taught his disciples to say, do not worry that I'm going back where I came from. It's good that I know. It's good that I go, so that my Father can send you another one, the Comforter. He shall teach you everything. If you are a Christian, you are familiar with this story. And the Christians figured out to say, he was talking about the Holy Spirit. Here, there's even misunderstanding. The Muslims say he was talking about Muhammad, but whichever, is not about serving purposes of names, religions, groups, and anything. Is about serving the purpose of life, the light. I don't want to make a very long video, so I'm ending here and making part 2, where I'll explain more. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave your opinion in the comments. Hit the bell button that whenever I drop a new video, you get notified. Thank you very much if you've watched up to this far.